In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to replace the rear brake pads and rotors on this 2013 Fiat 500. If you find this video helpful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's get going. The first thing you'll need to do is jack up the car or put it on a lift and remove the rear wheels. On the hub, you'll notice these two studs. These will come off with a 12mm deep socket impact. If these are rusty, it would be a good idea to soak them with a little bit of penetrating oil or PB Blaster before trying. Now we're on the back of the caliper. You'll have to remove two 13mm bolts holding on the caliper to the caliper bracket. Now you'll be able to pry the caliper off of the caliper bracket and hang it up out of the way. Now the old brake pads can be removed from the caliper bracket. On the back side of the caliper bracket, there are two more 13mm bolts right there and there. You'll have to use a box end wrench with these because you won't be able to get a socket on because this part here will be in the way. Now with the caliper bracket removed, you can remove the old rotor. Now take a wire brush and just brush over to clean up any rust off of the hub surface. And it's a good idea to coat the hub with a little bit of anti-seize. Now you can put the new rotor on and thread in both of the studs. Go ahead and tighten those down with the 12mm socket. Now before replacing the caliper bracket, we'll remove the old anti-rattle clips and take a wire brush and just clean up these channels here. Now the new anti-rattle clips can be snapped into place. And you can slide the caliper bracket back into place and just start the two 13mm bolts on the backside by hand. Then go ahead and tighten them down. Take your new pads and put a little brake caliper grease or brake parts grease on the ears. The one with the brake warning indicator will go in the back side, and the one without will go in the front. Now you can slide those into place. Now the last thing we have to do before putting these all together is recompress this caliper piston because the brake pads that we just took out that were all worn were much thinner than the brand new thick ones we put in. We have to reset this piston by twisting it clockwise while pushing it back into the caliper. The best tool for that is one of these brake caliper compression kits. You can purchase these for cheap or you can borrow them from a local auto parts store. But they have all the different attachments, so you just find the attachment that works for the brakes that you're working on. So I'm going to put on this attachment that will fit right in these grooves and twist it back clockwise as I turn the handle. With the piston compressed back, we can put the caliper over the caliper bracket and the new pads. Now you can make sure that the holes line up right here and start the 13mm bolts by hand. Once they're threaded in there, go ahead and torque them by hand. Now everything's put back together, but there's one more important thing to do. Before you go anywhere, you'll want to pump the brakes a few times to re-extend the caliper pistons that we compressed back. Just a few times until it goes from soft to firm. Now just repeat that exact same process on the other side, put the wheels back on, and you're good to go. Thanks so much for watching. Please like the video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in more videos like this, I'm going to throw a few up on the screen that I think you might like.